So, I know you've heard this before, but I want to bring it up. It can be a mild reminder if you want, whatever. But the idea that our perceptions shape our reality. Things are a lot of times what we think they are. So, you have two people looking at a bee. One person is seeing it as a danger. One person is seeing it as a friend that pollinates the flowers and the plants and gives us honey. Two people are looking at the same thing. Now, we're not changing reality and that this is still a bee. And I'm not saying that if someone has allergies to the bee, they're not going to be a little bit scared. But in general, you get what I'm saying. These are two different people looking at the exact same object and having two entirely different reactions and feelings about this bee. So, how can we use that in our life? When we are perceiving things, can we stop ourselves and ask ourselves if we can come up with a different answer, a different perception of what we want this thing to be? And I'm not saying that's an automatic thing. I think you have to remind yourself in the moment, which it takes time to remind yourself to do these things. But anything you have in life, you can change your perception. If and I've done both of these perceptions. I've gone to the gym and thought, "Oh, I have to go to the gym." Versus I changed it to I get to go to the gym. I'm doing the same thing, but the perceptions of what I am using changes the whole feeling of it. I have to go to the gym. Oh, I have to go work out. Do I? No. I get to go to the gym. So, have to, get to. Obviously, very different feeling, right? Same thing when it comes to nutrition. I can say, oh, I have to eat 80% vegetables and lean proteins, or I can say, wow, I get to eat this kind of food. I'm lucky I can afford this food, right? Different perceptions. So, whatever's going on in your life, can you do that? Can you stop and look at something that you have a negative perception on? And can you find a way to flip that, to change it into a different perception? And I'm not saying everything's going to be easy like that. Sometimes something happens and we're not going to feel happy about it, but we can try. We can try to figure out if we can change the perception on it to even just lighten it. Doesn't mean we have to be happy about something we were originally really angry about, but we can lighten it to maybe we're not as angry. Maybe we're a little more neutral on it rather than angry. So that's my 2 cents for today. Think about how you are looking at things. Our perceptions make a world of difference between misery and magical. So test it out. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.